I was pretty pumped to set up my computer yesterday, that one, and because like I was trying to sell that for ages, and the story of like my desktop computer, how like I worked really hard on making that what it is with the specs. So I downloaded Adobe and it's like, upgrade your computer, and I was like, get fucked, Adobe. Like that is my reaction, get fucked, because I pay you. I go for the budget option. I wait for a sale every year, or I find a teacher that can buy it for me, and then I pay them. So I pay about $580 a year for the Adobe subscriptions, and it's like, you've got some improvements to do. I'm paying you a lot of money. Cut it out with the AI, because I was pirating it for a long time, and I don't know how Adobe figured it out. They figured it out, and then on my computer it said, you've got an illegal version. I was like, oh shit, I'm caught out. So that was a few years ago. I've had to buy it since. But I liked the pirated versions because they're the older versions. And really all I need in the Adobe suite, like Photoshop, my artworks, essentially I'm just moving pixels around, so I smudge pixels just a little bit. I change the color of pixels, so I need a brush. I cut them out, so I need the pen tool. And I just adjust the colors and skew some images for my paintings. That's essentially all I need out of these photo editing programs. I don't need the fancy shit. I don't need we'll select the object for you, like I'm skilled. I don't need all the extra crap, but you're forcing me to pay for it. So my opinion on Adobe in the past few years has really, I don't like them. I don't like them in the past few years, and like, you never get featured by them. It's like, it's a rich person's game. It's not a talented person's game. It's a rich person's game. And I'm kind of like, you now want me to upgrade a computer that I just upgraded so that you can put stupid shit onto your programs like AI. Like, give me an option to use the more simple program. And they don't have that. And I'm just kind of like, this is the last straw for me. I don't have the budget to upgrade a computer, and I would just be scraping by in November when I buy the suite again. So I'm kind of like, you know what? It's time to learn a bunch of new programs. So I need a video editing program. I'm thinking I'll start off with DaVinci, because I looked at that in the past. I was like, yeah, I want a PC. And I didn't end up getting a PC. Oh, there's a train. So I need a video editing program. And I'm looking into DaVinci, and I need a vector editing program to make my coloring in books, and I don't know where to go from there. I need an image editing program, and I tried GIMP a few years ago, but you can't skew images in GIMP, which kind of sucks. Maybe they've changed it. I really like open source programs in general, but I learned about this thing Affinity recently, so I want to learn Affinity, and then they can also do a design, because I need design programs. If you've ever used Canva, that's like a dumbed down version. So I need these 4 programs. I was using InCopy because I'm writing a cartoon just on the side, just for giggles. But it's like, I can do that in Word. Like, I really don't give a fuck. So I need to replace those 4 programs, and I've got till the end of November to learn how to use them. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna split these videos into the 4 programs. I'll be learning them simultaneously, and I'm kind of like, I like this. I like this situation that I'm forced into. I like learning new things. I like being adaptable. And I really don't like that Adobe, it felt like I was a slave to them. It's like, I have to pay you to make my art. I don't think so. And the stress leading up to the bills. So I was kind of like, okay, replace the stress with leading up to the bills with stress of learning a new program, and don't have a subscription. That's awesome. So, maybe I'm gonna split this video into each program, or maybe I'm just gonna do them, lob all the programs into one video. I don't know, but this is too much Adobe. I'm not having a bar of it. I'm also learning other things. You've seen this in my August video. I'm learning how to make PCBs. So, oh, this is what I want to show you. There we go. Wait. What is this? What have I opened here? Oh, here's something I want to show you. So these are my PSDs, all my digital artworks. I keep all the files, I keep all the layers. I have to figure out how, because I don't know if Adobe's one day going to be like, hey, this computer sucks, upgrade. And I'm not doing that because I really like this. I'm very happy with this computer. So I have to make sure that all these files are accessible in whatever program I move to. I just have to be adaptable like that. Also, I've got, so these files, I don't know if they're interchangeable with DaVinci files. So these are my video editing programs. And then all my clients' files, or like my design files for my advertising, for my art, everything's getting turned over now. Oh, see, maybe if they didn't feel their programs as crap, like auto-selecting, I do have this project. I'm learning C++ to make my own program, and it's like, maybe if Adobe like didn't do that, is like the way I would do my program is have a library that, like an e-commerce kind of library where people create their own shortcuts and they can sell the shortcuts. I would do that instead of like upgrading to all this auto shit. Like, people like doing things. There are some shitty people that don't like doing things. For fuck's sake, it's literally right after I recorded that. And it's like, we've moved the buttons again. If I'm gonna learn it, I'm just fucking learning a new program. I'm just trying to like get by. Okay. One. Oh, you're moving more things again now. Shut up. Wait, is that the designer? Oh, that's confusing. Okay, let's download it. I get a 6-month free trial, so that covers the overlap. And then once that covers the overlap. Woohoo! Wait a second, they've got more than 2 programs. Designer, photo, publisher. Alright, get them all. I know that I shouldn't get Exy because that never works. What am I doing? What do I do? We're gonna play Lucky Dip. And then... Sure. This one too. DMG, that sounds right. Yeah, these ones look right. If you have a Mac, just click the DMG. I haven't even confirmed that yet. But you know, it looks right. You know what makes me wonder? Blender is a very heavy, it's a heavy program. It's a heavy drinker, man. And it's like, why do I have no problem having Blender on my computers, but the Adobe suite seemed to be like, no, upgrade your computer. And when I was working on that Mac the other day, I was like, under the impression, it turns out my switch was broken, not the Mac, and I was under the impression that you can't directly power it from the power source. And I was like, looking it up and researching, and some computers don't let you just do it directly from the power source when your battery's out. And I was like, well, that's a marketing thing, because you don't want people being like, oh yeah, I have this great computer, I have to be stuck to a wall with it. It's not a good look. And so I'm thinking, like, is Adobe doing that? Like, you have to have great computers to use the program so that, like, subconsciously, when people say they use Adobe, people go, oh, okay, they're rich. This is exciting. All right, let's understand what is what. "30 days is different to 6 months." Oh, okay, this one is 6 months. Okay. I'm gonna focus on this one first, just to make sure I know what's going on. Okay, I don't know what's old, but what's new? Oh, we're going here. What's new? Oh, I want to click some buttons.
Please explain.
6-minute lesson? Sure. What's this fucking cloud? I do not like extra technology. Download. Let me figure out how to click some buttons. Alright, the publisher's 180 days as well, so I'm only rushing the Affinity Photo. Oh my god, wait. Oh no, I thought they'd done what I wanted to do with my program. But they have not. Okay, it's confusing. 6-minute lesson. What the fuck is going on here? What's going on here? So is this the background? Ooh. Ooh. I like that. I like that more than Adobe. All right. I just hate the reading. Oh, is this who Adobe was copying with their new layout? Oh, I liked the original. Can I change this layout? No, I can't. I don't think this is gonna be hard to figure out. Look at their brush, it's so cool. So it's like you can preview what you're doing. Very cool. Ooh, I'm impressed. So that's my adjustment layer. I can transform it. Like you can do that in Photoshop. I'm just impressed. Like the way it's so obvious. Alright, this is gonna take a little bit of practice, but I think I've got this. Yeah, I can produce the same quality of content with this. Oh, I want to skew some images. It's not here. It's not straightforward. Let me Google this on DuckDuckGo. Let me duck this. So you go, oh shit, filters, distort. What did he do? Share. Not a fan. Gotta say, I'm not a fan of that. Whatever. Can I not just do it by hand? Like, obviously I'm gonna have to get used to it, but it's like, why is it moving off the page? Can you not? Because if I transform it, why is it moving off the page? That's gonna piss me off so often. Okay, this part I think Adobe wins, where you can just get the corners and drag them where you want. Success! Oh, okay, you can with perspective. Okay. And then if I hold shift, what's this? Whoa. I don't understand why the skew has to be so annoying. What are these? A fine? Okay, cool. Now I'm in Liquify. I want to do this. Cool. Alright, not bad. It's almost like Adobe knows I'm betraying them and just won't move the files over. Chop chop. It's only a gig. Alright, let's see if it opens. It seems to be opening. Okay. Document opened, but there were issues. Oh no. Oh wait, no, that's what I do with my layers. Oh no. What the fuck is this? Not impressed. Not impressed. Oh, okay, this is an obstacle. He says everything but the adjustment layers will look completely normal. No. No, they do not. Everything looks flattened. Oh, let me open the same file in Photoshop. I've got heaps of groups, not that many adjustment layers, but loads with a mask on them. Where'd it go? Yeah, I can count these layers and I can't count the ones in Photoshop. Let me grab this layer and move it in here. I don't know. Let's try again. Grab the layer. Oh! It's turning... Are you not a group anymore? It's flattening everything. So I can disable the layer mask, drag it over, and then I end up with a different... Ugh, so annoying. Okay. Just a learning curve. Ooh, can I drag the mask once I put the mask? Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. I don't think I recognize what's a folder and what's not. Ah, I forgot. Okay. Hoops is there. Okay. Okay. Oh my god, this is gonna be such a learning curve. Don't fucking auto select. Okay. Take auto select off. Here it is. What the hell is this? What's going on here? Alright, we're trying again. Is auto select on? I don't want it on. I don't know. So, okay, alright, that seems to have converted. Ah, that's interesting. Okay. Because it's like if something comes up where it needs to be printed and I've done it wrong, like I have a mistake or something, I have to be able to fix that. Also, if you see in my artworks, I always go back to older artworks and I like take elements from them, so I need that capability as well. Okay, alright. I'm fine with this. I don't know what the adjustments are doing. The astrology for this is a little bit interesting. I've got two charts here, and okay, so a few years ago in 2021, that's when Adobe was like, "Oi, stop stealing from us," and I was like, okay. So that was when the South Node was passing the North Node in the second house, so this is really tied to finances, it's really tied to the 5th house, because that's my career, and the 10th house, because Mars is in there. So what happened was, the South Node passed my North Node, which was a killer. It was, my car got misdiagnosed 10 times. So I paid 10 times, like roughly, I might be exaggerating, but I paid a shitload of times to have nothing fixed. So I went broke and I was like, I don't know if I can have a car again. Simultaneously, Adobe was like, pay us. And I was like, oh my God. So I was just like, the ultimate broke ever. Like, I was like, I don't even think I can have a car anymore. So this is happening again. Adobe's pulling this stunt and I'm kind of like, I want to look at the planets, because I gave my car in to get a rego, a pink slip this morning, and they were like, oh, drive shaft boot is out. And I was like, I don't have money for this. I'm just gonna learn how to fix it myself. So, and I was listening to this conversation once, and this guy was like, oh yeah, life is cyclic, as in it goes in cycles. And I was like, it totally is. So I'm just replaying this, and I don't think it's gonna be as bad financially. Also, it involves Jupiter, because now the South Node is passing my natal Jupiter, so I'm kind of like, oh no, stop it. And also, it was Mercury retrograde, and this retrograde is hitting me a bit hard. You'll see it in my August billboard video. So I was like, I remember a retrograde like this when the Adobe went out, and it was, Mercury was retrograding opposite Mars, like my career house, because I need these programs for my career, and now it's retrograding on Mars. So that's just really fascinating. Also, the sun was on my Saturn, and it's my Saturn return, so I'm kind of like, if I had an astrologer, I could have seen this coming. But yep, just sharing the astrology on this. Okay, no better time to practice than when I have to. This is it. Okay. Oh, I need to rotate the image. Oh, here we go. Okay, is there a shortcut? There's no shortcut. Rotate counterclockwise. Damn it. I read that wrong. Are they not allowed to say counterclockwise because Photoshop says that, or? Sure, whatever. Anti-clockwise. I use Affinity. Okay, so I always just slightly brightness and contrast. There we go. Don't give me a preset. I want to do this. I think the photo is more contrasty than what it actually is. You guys see it as more contrasty than what it is for sure, because I haven't got a grip on this phone yet. Oh, you missed it. Command E flattens it. So that's good. Good. I'm going to have to look this up because I made a shortcut. Can I import shortcuts? I only have 2 or 3. Okay, I'm looking to move to Affinity away from Photoshop. Who isn't? Adobe taking my money. Who doesn't hate that? Who does hate that? Who doesn't hate that? No, there is no way to automatically convert. Can you? Let me just ask chat. I like that no was like a bold, like, no, so I don't have to keep reading. Chat's not on his peak today. Okay, yes, you can create something called macros. Okay, let's learn. Go to View, Studio, Macros. Open the Macros panel. What the fuck is this? Okay. File. Oh, I forgot. I don't have... Let's go back. View, not File. View, Studio, Macros. Okay. View. Well, I seem to be stuck here. Don't do what chat says. Oh, isn't that cool? Did Affinity do that? I think Affinity did that. I like that. Okay, what am I doing? Oh. Oh, okay. Well, I have to learn how to change the size, actually. Okay, it's the same. Is it? Okay, I did not successfully save my first photo. I wanted to save it as a JPEG. Let's try again. Okay. Save. Where's the option to save it as a JPEG? Okay, there's a chance that this is... Okay, that's Command, Shift, Command, Option, Shift, Command, because I've got a PC thing. These buttons, that's the combo you do. All right. JPEG, please. Oh. JPEG, please. Best quality. What are we doing here? Yes. Yes. Oh, don't export layers. Hidden by expert. Don't. It's a JPEG. Don't export layers. Sure. I'm gonna go through these in detail later. Progressive, that's what I want. Export. Okay. Okay, it's actually fantastic that I gave myself a couple months instead of waiting for Adobe to like screw me over a little bit. Okay. Okay, this one's gonna prove a challenge. Oh, fantastic. Okay. So far, I'm liking the save process more than Photoshop because Photoshop does this dumb thing that I'll show you in a minute. If I go save it, wait, cancel. If I add some adjustments, and then I save it. It goes into, oh, there you go, some focus. It only goes into these options and you have to save a copy. So say I'm like here and I want to save it there. It redirects back to where you found the image. And if you've already found your path, you have to find it again. And then you have to like do this. It's a little bit of a fuck around. I don't know why they did that. It's like a 1 or 2 year ago update. I have to learn how to warp because the camera, when you take a photo with the camera and any front-on photo, it will be warped. The edges will be shorter in height than the middle. It's just how it is. But this cardboard is warped in general. But either way, I need to learn how to warp it back. Okay, cool. I think I only need step 2. Mesh warp tool, it looks like a grid icon. That's fantastic. I'm liking chart lately. It looks like a grid icon. Single. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Ooh. Cancel. Okay, this needs a little playing. Let me just undo this so I can show you. So you have to do it in 2 steps. Single plane, where you drag the corners. You only have the option to drag the corners. And then apply that, and then warp it again. Click dual plane. See, I'm picking this up so easy. Do you have focus? No. And then you can move the center. And now you can see I've got like that cardboard crust all the way along the top. So it's straight now. Now, brightness contrast, but I need a mask on it. And I need, give me some sort of gradient tool. I need to be able to see this. Okay, let's see. I really need to see what's going on here. I can't see it. I understand why. Put my mask back. Yeah, my beautiful mask. Okay. It's like everything's a group. So this is now applied to that, I think. Yes, it is. Okay, so I need to invert this. Can I just... Yeah, fantastic. This is what I do. I make sure, because it's like if I photograph it like there or like there, the sun will come from one side. So I have to do this later. Now that I've adjusted the brightness on one side, it's now more saturated. So, desaturate. Get lost for a moment. So, okay, I've learnt my lesson. I pop it here and I need to... I wonder if I alt and drag it. Yes and no. I did it, but I don't know how. Okay.
Success!
Let me just... Okay, it's definitely applying to only one side. Perfect. I have a plain piece of cardboard. Okay, that's how it's structured. You have to drag it on top of the layer to merge it. How do you make it apply to only that layer? I don't know yet. Man, okay. So this is going to be a challenge. I have to cut this out, put a background, duplicate it, 16%, add 40 pixels of feather, delete by 3, and then save it. Okay. Alright, I'll catch up with you in a minute. Okay, if you know how to pen tool, you know how to pen tool everywhere. I need to make a selection. I don't know. Mask 2 below. That's what I needed before. I don't like using mask for this. I know it's totally possible. Fine, we'll mask it to below. I just want to make an outline with that. What the fuck? There is this thing you have to click. There is a thing you need to... Oh, selection. Oh, that's all I want to do. Okay. That's what it was. Let me try that again. Selection. Ah, fantastic. It's right there. That's so easy. Oh my god, I already forgot how to distort. I forgot. It was in filters, wasn't it? It was in It was? Let's see. Sheer, that was it. Oh, I fucking hate this. Can I get a ruler? Aha, I got a ruler. This is how I went back to the warp tool, and then when I was looking through those filters, I found what is this? Mesh warp. Is that exactly... Oh. Wait a second. I don't want mesh warp right now. Oh no. Cancel. Well, that came out of nowhere. Okay. What was I doing before? I was just doing it wrong before. Okay, I'll get the hang of... Ah, that's what I wanted before. Whatever. Okay. Perspective, please. Need a ruler. I need some sort of ruler here, guys. I need some sort of... Success! Same result as Photoshop. My phone ran out of battery for the first time in 2 days, so you missed out on that, but I'll show you next time. But look how good that is. There's some learning curves. I'm finally at my computer, my laptop. I've been at this computer all the time. Okay, let me show you what's going on. Oh, excuse me, you're gonna download now? Well, don't I look like a fool? I have no evidence that they told me that I can't. Oh, I've already started the journey. I'm just going to continue it. Yeah, I'm definitely still continuing the switch because Adobe is just a bit too volatile with taking your money. So definitely continuing the switch. I didn't finish uploading my artwork yesterday because I forgot that I also do framed and staged artworks, images. Okay, so here we are. We're going to do the framed one. And I have to replace the image. And then, like, essentially, I'm going to drop this once I've coded up my website. So this is just, like, it's just for show. When I code up my website, I'm going to have code. Like, if you click, I want to view it framed, it's going to create vectors, hopefully. Well, I'm learning this right now. Oh, I want to show you something. What did I do? I clicked, I think it was called layer options. I don't know how to get there. How do I get there? Oh, that's not it. How did I get there? Layer effects, that's what it's called. And it's got this cool FX. Man, they made their own little vector for that. How do I put it? Settings? No. Okay, we can do this. Double click? No. Okay, double clicking. Oh, here we go. Effects. Ah, okay, so color overlay, that's what I did normally. Let's do a little color. It's obviously doing something. Close. FX. Okay, you've got to make sure this is highlighted. That's useful. Close. I don't want that. It's fascinating that the effects carry over. That's fantastic, because I've got a glow and a shadow on this. Okay. Alright. Is this rasterized? I don't think it's rasterized. I want to replace this image. I'm going to drag one in and see how I do that. Paintings. Oops, I need that open. Here's a tip. Give me chat. I was like, chat, I need to replace the image. And then chat's like, okay, you bring in a file and then you place it on top. I'm like, no. This is what we need. Right here, replace image. I pick a random one. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, but we're going to be mindful of this icon here. Maybe it wasn't possible because I imported it. Okay, here's a problem I came across. This is a problem I come across daily, many times a day, just because I always forget my hard drive's locked. It's got a password. So if I ever want to save something to the hard drive, it won't override it. I can only save a new item to the hard drive. So if I want to replace it, I have to save it to the desktop and then. So it's just like the way that I've set things up. And it closed the program, which normally doesn't happen. So it closed it and then it thought it saved a backup, which obviously not because I just clicked it many times. So that's something. Okay, so we're going to try again, and this time I won't try and override anything. Ah, shit, that's not. I don't want to open Photoshop. All right, now I'm ready for the process that I would do every time I upload an artwork. So I click replace image. Okay, open. Good. And then I'm clicking M and V here. Did I click V? I don't. Did I click V? Am I got the right layer on? Okay. Make sure you've got the layer selected. I thought I had the layer selected. Okay. Clicked M. Getting out. Clicking V. Good. Okay. This image is done. I'm definitely having fun changing programs. It's like small rewards along the way. It's just so much fun. But now I got Premiere on that now. For some reason, it did say that it wasn't going to put it on my computer because of the specs. But it's like, well, I think my bank account still says no. And this is fun switching. And oh, I didn't even mention, so yesterday I was using the warp tool when the phone was on charge. And I like Affinity's warp tool over, the one that, you know, when we saw, when I was like, oh, I wasn't doing it right, and I saw the actual warp mesh tool, I like that one over Photoshop's one. And I think the only thing Photoshop is winning with at the moment is the file extension, PSD, because this one's AF photo. I'm like, it's not as cool Affinity, but like that's a really lame win for Photoshop. This is my conversation with another artist. I put it in Affinity and then like I use the Gaussian blur to like blur who he is, hide his identity. And I was like, hey, what are your thoughts on Affinity? And he's like, AKA the bootleg Adobe Photoshop, laughing. And I was like, God damn, he's making fun of me. Haven't used it ever, but I have heard of it. Are you tired of Adobe? And I was like, I can't put it on my computer. And he's like, that's unfortunate. I don't know. It's like, yeah, sure, I'll be made fun of, but it's like, isn't that like a flex that I can make hectic artworks on like a supposedly lesser program? That's a flex. But that's okay, that's okay. No one likes the person who says they don't like sushi and they've never tried it. I do like my friend. Oh, this was another epic win for Affinity. Okay, so the effects in Photoshop, you just move them, you don't duplicate them. But often you want to duplicate it, so that's a win. Next step. I need a shortcut to minimize them to horizontal or vertical sizes, 1200 pixels, so people can't download and make their own prints. Prints are blasphemous anyway. So I'm making a macro. I like the name. I like the made up name. It's great. So record and click some buttons. Good. Click some buttons. Yeah, it just can't be, 1200 has to be the shorter size. Okay, resize. Why did it get bigger? Why did it get bigger? I don't know. We're just going to say that's the view because it did resize. And then I am clicking this kind of combination. Oh, that's a real shame. It can't, because that came to, okay, Photoshop wins this one. That was a surprise to me when Photoshop did complete the steps to like save it. That's a real shame. Okay. I've thought up a little plan. I'll get Adobe to pay a little bit of it, because a few years ago, it's like pulling teeth trying to get your money back from Adobe. I wanted to cancel it and then repurchase it because I was switching from a teacher paying for it for me to me grabbing it on sale. And they were like, only this one time. So I'm gonna try again in a month, give myself a month to learn all the programs. And because one of the trials ends in a month, that's why I'm aiming for then. And I should get about 80 to 90 bucks back, and then I just reinvest it into the new programs. Ooh, can I not liquefy this? Oops. What's this button? Blur brush. What other kind of brushes do I have? Median. What does a median brush do? What does a median brush do? Back to the hunt. So it depends how good this smudge tool is. Because I really want to liquefy this. Smudge tool sucks. I'm sure it's a very good smudge tool. I want to liquefy. Oh, cool. Okay, I can do it.
Success!
That looks awesome. Actually, before I keep going, okay, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna have one big window. I just figure this out. What am I relying on here? I have an obstacle. Where's my artwork? Okay, here's my obstacle. I would normally do like an arc in here if I was using Photoshop, but it seems like there's no preset here. In general, I like this program way more. So I was like, hey man. So there's a few options. New live filter layer, distort perspective. Let's try that. New live filter layer, distort. What did they say? There was just so many options. Okay. Perspective. Oh no, I didn't do perspective. Oh no. Okay, let me just. I don't want that shit. I don't know if I want that shit in general. Okay. Layer. Distort. Perspective. Because I was like, I don't want to use my mouse. I want it to be done automatically. Okay, I guess Photoshop wins with this one, so I'm just gonna use like ruler guides. Oops, oopsies, no, don't give me that. Oops, don't give me that. Click on this tiny fucking triangle. That one. Okay. Give me the grid. Give me the grid. Huh. Gosh, am I doing this blind? Okay, I'm just gonna have to get a bit skilled at doing this by hand. I'll try liquefy. Let's see how I can do this. So if I could push it. Okay, if I get the right sphere. Oops. Okay, well, there are ways. It's just not the way I used to do it. Good. I like that. The liquefy tool didn't get big enough, so I made it smaller and then I liquefied it and then made it bigger again. And you could argue that it's messing with the pixels, but all I do is mess with pixels with these, so Done, achieved. Good. Okay, that's the only setback so far with Affinity. I think my tools are accidentally floating. I clicked some buttons, I don't know. Chat? Chat knows exactly what I'm talking about. Dock the floating tools. Right click on the tools title bar. You know what? Now that I know the word they're using, dock. Whew. Close one. Wait a second, let me just like add another layer and then just, cause I don't want to show you my client's design. There we go, I hit it. I need to save this in, oh, that's interesting. Wait, did I accidentally do that? I don't know. I don't know if the paintbrush added an extra layer. So, knowing Affinity, they probably made this easier and I just haven't figured out how to do it. I need to change the color space from, I think it's in CMYK because I can't save it in a PNG. So it must be in CMYK. I don't know what to do. You know what? I'm just going to look it up and then tell you. Oh, I didn't... well, I guess it did run through my mind that it's probably in the preferences. But, like, I mean, where are the fucking preferences? Where are the preferences? It's called settings. Ooh, I don't like that I have to go into here to change it because look at this. I just want to change the image. Oh, no. No, this is all of them. No, that's fucking... Okay, I'm going to chat. I wanted to be like, oh, I'm old school. I'm Googling. I'm just going to go chat. Not Google. I ducked it. I ducked it because I like my privacy. So open the image, go to the document menu. Click document on the menu. I don't know if chat's lying. In the drop down. Is there a document? Oh, there it is. I didn't know that existed. Okay, before it was an edit when you go into Photoshop. So this is document. Alright. It is an RGB. How do I check if it's in... How do I know what my document's in? It is a PNG. Wait a second. How do I even save as a PNG? Okay. Alright. It's 10 a.m. by the way. I'm not a morning person. You can tell I'm not a morning person because of this little runaround. So that's how you change the color space. You go into document, ICC profile, and you choose what you want this image to be in. I am loving my YouTube feed at the moment. It's suddenly like, I looked up alternatives and I found like an article that said Affinity and now suddenly it's everywhere. The ads, I'm loving the ads and like all these videos saying, shut up Adobe.
At the beginning of the month, Adobe updated the terms of service for all of their apps, saying that sometimes humans at Adobe would look at your private pictures. FTC in the United States, they are suing Adobe. I had 3 Adobe accounts. I needed to cancel one, and it was a nightmare. They can spend a few bucks on software development and address our problem. This picture is located on my local computer. Adobe kicks it out. Adobe rejects the image and sends me to their content guidelines, which tell me that I can't make illegal stuff like child sexual abuse material. And if you are a boudoir photographer, do you want to have a discussion with your client where you're like, this is a very private process. This is going to be between me, you, your husband, and maybe some guy at Adobe. Adobe has granted itself far more unilateral access to people's information than the police at all levels.
We don't train generative AI models on your content.
But they may be using it to build other types of AI models. Should be training their AI of any type with our picture,
Lightroom, and so on, and they're all running to the Affinity suite. I've been using Adobe for 10 years, just bought the universal Affinity license. Treat your customers better, Adobe. Everything. The day I purged all Adobe stuff from my machines, updated the terms of services. In point 4.2, they actually say, you grant us a non-exclusive, worldwide, royalty-free, sub-licensable license to use, reproduce, publicly display, distribute, modify, create derivative works based on publicly perform and translate the content. Participate in a pre-release, beta, or early access program. You also grant them the access that they opted you in without even knowing. Adobe can fuck right off with this work to train their AI and later sell the product that will replace you. It's IP theft. So if you've lost your trust in Adobe as well,
desire to get rid of Adobe. It's that the software has increasingly become like the nanny state. And the software is trying to make it so easy for you. Oh, it doesn't even feel like work. It's magic. Everything it does, it's obnoxious. As a creative person who has a vision, who has a problem that they're trying to solve, Adobe, your products are like hammers and saws and tape measures and screwdrivers to me. I don't need them to be sentient. I don't need them to be thinking. I am the creator. I'm ready to move on. No, Adobe does not think about their users.
I just cancelled my Adobe subscription after many years as a customer, and so should you. And at the bottom, your only option is to click accept and continue. You are being held to ransom. If you edit a private video or a private photo on your laptop and you created it using Adobe software, then according to these terms, Adobe owns a license to do pretty much whatever it is that they want with it. Then they also spy on it without user-driven action, aka without you having to specifically give them the authorization just whenever the fuck it is that they want. But what happens when the next opportunity to fuck their customers turns up?
Okay, so let's have a moment of silence for the last Adobe apps that I removed from my computer yesterday. But I found some better alternatives. When you try to cancel, early cancellation fee. I don't know, it's all starting to feel a bit slimy.
Last week, I did a video titled Adobe Roofies All of Their Customers. There is no opt out or disagree button, and B, you cannot access your content until you agree. So what they're doing is they're changing the terms of service, they're changing the terms of the sale under duress, and they're not giving you any option to say no, which is why I call this a rapist mentality. The reason that I use that verbiage is something I go over in this video over here when Coalition for Safe and Secure Data, funded by General Motors, Ford, Toyota, Honda, and Nissan, spent $25 million trying to associate independent repair technicians and independent mechanics as being rapists. So they came up with a synonym in order to use that to confuse you. The best part of this entire piece of shit, I want you to give them what they want, they'll hold you hostage if you don't do it, and then they'll lie about it later.
I just realized, where are all the women? This is a guy. This was one of the good videos, but it's over 20 minutes, so I can't download it. Adobe sucks. Like, all these videos are popping up. Like, and they're not new videos. It's like the people are already onto this. And I saw an incredibly concerning video last night, and this guy had screenshot the T's and C's. Adobe was collecting information, as in, like, they were looking at your files and using it to train AI and, like, accessing all the files, like, for example, mine's on my hard drive. I don't ever put anything on the cloud unless I'm sharing files to a client because my emails are full. So my files aren't on my desktop, but they're on a hard drive. And you know when, like, because Photoshop obviously has to access the file, you click OK. What they were actually doing was accessing the file and using it to train AI, but also using it to advertise and use. They were just essentially taking the rights. But it's like, you don't realize that, like, a lot of designers out there have confidentiality with their clients, and like freelancers like me, like, I don't, like, I've had to sign one in the past, but it's like, in general, I'm not showing anyone anything because I know that maybe whatever my client was doing, it's not out and being advertised yet. Like, you organize things 6 months in advance, a year in advance sometimes, because, like, especially, I was like, oh my God, Adobe, what the fuck? Like, what the actual fuck? You can't do shit like that. So, when I heard this video was a couple months old, and I was like, I have to get off Adobe right now. Like, they can't access my files. But they've already been accessing it, and I just didn't know. So, the month continues, and that was incredibly frightening. Not only the client work, like, if you've seen my Instagram, you know that I'm boycotting AI just training. Like, if you want to teach AI on my art, pay me. You want to pay me to be a teacher? Pay me to be a teacher. Like, but I don't want to be a teacher for AI. I want to... No. I have no words. I am never going back to Adobe after this. I'm moving my shit. I think training AI off surreal art the surrealists are going to suffer the most. I really wish AI would just train off abstract art. I really do. I just, like, that would just be fucking hilarious.
Just look good.
I know, I like to ignore the easels in the way. I love listening to these people shit all over Adobe. I briefly looked these up, but I want to look up Adobe stocks versus Affinity stocks because I think there's a correlation. Okay. Canva owes Affinity, doesn't it? I think. Yeah, designers are always shooting all over Canva, so that's kind of funny. Okay, so we want to know Canva stocks. Should I type in the word shares? Is Canva Australian? That means Affinity's Australian. Oh, fantastic. Let's see what we've got. Canva is not on the ASX, Australian Stock Exchange. I think that's what it is. Australia, and it's not in the ASX. They don't have shares. I can't compare this. But June, is this? Oh, no. 1 year. June is when people, here you go, there's a big drop there. That's when people started to realize what the fuck Adobe was doing. Or maybe they were doing it here. Big drop. And I'm just, I don't really pay attention to mainstream news because some of it's dishonest. So, I wish I knew about that. Maybe it's better if I didn't know about that. I want to look at Adobe's birth chart. Adobe natal chart. I want to see where Pluto is because I think they're just going to die over the next 20 years. We'll just see what Pluto's doing. Okay, I don't get a date for Adobe. But the creator... Someone's done it. Deceased 2023. Oh, is that when Adobe died too? What have we got? Give me the actual chart. Whatever, I've got art to make. Ancient civilizations. I can't show you what I'm working on, but I need my brushes. Can I just brushes? Okay, it seems as if I have the tab open. There it is. Okay. What's this button? Edit brush, basic. What have we got? Ooh, these look a little comprehensive. No, I still want my brushes though. Import brushes. Okay. I don't know where my brushes are. Open. Successfully. Gosh, that was so easy. All right, cool. Where are the rest of my brushes? Because I've got like my logo as well. I have two options. I open Photoshop. I can highlight them and export them, or I can say load brushes, which is an option you can choose to import brushes. So I clicked load brushes and I'm in a bunch of folders, and instead I'm going to say show in Finder. There's nothing there. God damn it, what the fuck? No, it wasn't load brushes. It's import. Let's export. Oh, they're untitled. Ooh, I don't know if there's any metadata or anything inside, so I'm just gonna title them all. You know what I never got? And like, it's such a weird distraction every time. Who the fuck is Kyle? Who the fuck is Kyle? I had to like put a new folder down here of like, where are my brushes? Who the fuck is Kyle? Kyle's everywhere. And they're like the most annoying brushes too, because they don't function the way, like some are specific to smudge and you can't use it on everything. I'm glad to never see Kyle again. Success! Aha! Okay, so that, whoa, that's bright. Space dust. Oh, that's interesting. What kind of views can I get here? Because I don't necessarily need to see this. Cool, my space dust is there. Smoke. I never drag them though, I just tap them. How do I change the view? Show. Am I wasting your time by showing this? Enable auto switch, show brush names. Maybe I do care about the brush names. Okay, we're going to show the brush names. Yeah, okay. That's what I'm doing there. Beautiful. Where's my logo? L. How do I do this? Excellent. We got the brushes in. I wouldn't have thought of that. I wouldn't have thought of that if I didn't have work to do. I don't know how to get. I don't know how to get. What's this? Brush editing pointy. I don't know how to. So it's like, what if I just want the brush to be facing? What if I wanted width? Is that? Oh, okay, we found that. How do I rotate it? Strength. Mirror. Look. How do I rotate it? I want it that way. Man, I hate people who think they can paint on computers. Like, realistically, first, you're not using any paint. If you had an actual painting, your layers would already be like set, like just like you're not requiring anywhere near as much skill. Like, stop telling people you're painting. Like, it's not the same on any levels. No, I wouldn't even say with the brush strokes. It's not the same. Okay, it's getting a bit late. I'm going to finish the photo with rough edges, and because my client knows I'm learning a new program. He's my favorite client. Both of my clients are my favorite client. I only have two. And he'll understand. So I'll figure this out tomorrow. I don't know if this is a limitation, but I'm just gonna like duplicate the brush, and then I'm gonna edit the brush, and then where's my rotation? So I'm gonna have 4. Yeah, because you know I've got shit to do, so I'm just gonna do that for now. It might be faster. Who knows? I can show you this part. I'm having trouble with this. It's not smooth. Let me get my tablet out. I'm gonna tackle this eventually. Success! Okay, this is all I'm gonna show you. I am in Affinity. The way that the tools are different here forced me to do it differently, and I have such a better outcome. This looks way better. My client's gonna be like, can you redo all the photos? Like, this looks way better. I think I've been ready to let go of Photoshop for since the first day that I started using Affinity, to be frank. Like, I didn't think it would be that easy to pick up. But just to make sure, I want to do 3 digital artworks in Affinity, and then I'm just ready to be like, I don't think I need you for anything, Photoshop, Adobe. Alright, because I'm also switching from Premiere to DaVinci, I had to organize my files. So this one's nearly done. This one's kind of nearly done. This is like a 2-year project. That's next month. This one's a fun project, but it's a huge one. This one's going to take ages. I need to score a gig before I can share that one. If I'd created my own program, I would have put a search bar here, because like the amount of layers that you have to search through. This video here, what a still image. This guy is preaching every single point that I've been preaching the whole time. As you know, I've been super pressed for time, especially this week. This week is just like, let's give Vanessa all the tasks. So I've got an art battle coming up. I'm doing a bunch of things. I didn't get to the 3 artworks, and I'm like super disappointed about that. But I'm at an obstacle where I've got this layer here, and in Photoshop, what do I do? Okay, so I've got, there's this thing I would do in Photoshop where I'd grab the adjustment layers mask and I'd apply it to a solid colored layer, and then I would apply it and then which cuts it out, and then I would highlight, and then I would add a stroke, and then invert the highlighted and delete the inner. So I'm just left with like a glowy stroke, and I'm having trouble with the very first step. Okay, so let's go back to this. I'm having trouble with this. I was watching this at 2.0 speed. Imagine having a conversation with these people in real life. What did he do? I entirely forgot again. Oh, I forgot. No, I did not forget. Command Shift. Is that what he did? Command Shift. Alt Shift. This video is kind of showing how forgetful I am. So you select there and you click Command Shift. Command Shift Select. God damn it, I did it a second ago. Command Shift click. Did it. From here I should be able to go to this guy and then click delete, right? Yeah. It worked. Fantastic news. Okay, so I can delete that. And then now I can go here and then I'm going to redo this for the screen recording. This is just practice. And then I go and then effects, outer glow or outer shadow, whatever we feel like calling it. Inner glow? Why is there an inner glow but an outer glow? Outer glow. Okay, I'm still getting used to this. I want it on normal. Radius. Give me some sort of noticeable glow. It's just a little Lord of the Rings in the background. Giving away all my secrets. So I created another layer underneath this layer and then I merged them both to make sure that it's not just an outline anymore, it's a part of the image. So if I whip out my skills again, okay. Haha. And then I go here and I delete them. Oh shoot! I have to invert that. I inverted it. Delete. Now I should end up with just an outline. Oh, fantastic. Okay, good. Fantastic news. So now I just want to drag it in. And it's amazing that, okay, so Affinity wins again. It's amazing that I can play with this one while it's hidden. Because in Photoshop, you always have to have it visible if you want to, like, select anything. It has to be visible. Fantastic. Have I got this focusing down? Like, a minute ago, it was really pissing me off. What is this autofocus? You know what? Because I'm so struggling with time at the moment, I'm just going to look at the screen recordings past artworks and then see what I did and be like, oh, do I need to learn that right now? Oh, this is an example of what I just learned. What we all just learned. Okay, so I grabbed the outline and I put it on there. Oh, that was just a really speed up. You saw it in slow motion. That's what we did. I'm looking through the videos and I'm not really sure if there's much more that, because like I said in the beginning, all I'm doing is moving pixels around. But this is a cool thing that Photoshop does. It was just mind-blowing when I figured it out. So it takes the colors of the layer and then randomly smudges them. It's called a wet brush, I think. And then if you increase the hue and saturation, you end up with this neon thing. So I don't think people are really increasing the hue and saturation. I just thought, like, every time I did it, I was like, of course I am. So let's just learn what a wet brush equivalent is. What's this? Are you just coloring it? Is this just a normal brush? I don't know how to use that. Okay. Could this be it? Oh, this is one of those funky, like, as if you're using your own. I like that. I think that is cool. Oh, Oh, I've got a little dinosaur there. I've got a little, what's his name? What's that dinosaur's name? I don't remember. What's going on here? Similar effect to the Photoshop wet brush where it picks up and blends colors. Select the paint mixer tool in the toolbar, B, and reveal the flyout menu. What's this one? Oh no, he's not lying. Okay, I just want to hover over that again. Yep, paint mixer brush. Okay, cool. All right. So we got it. And in the context toolbar at the top, you can adjust various settings. Cool. As you paint. Just obviously don't know what's going on here. I want to click this button. This is undo brush tool. Must select a history snapshot before. You know, that's not a today task. I'm not here for all the fancy things. So here's what I did. I messed with the layer. So duplicate the layer if you're going to do this. So this is what I would... Yeah, I can mess with this. Here's what I like to do. And then instead of flow, I'll do flow. It's a very demanding task for the computer. Okay, so I do this and then I add saturation. It's essentially the same. The only thing is I'm working with like not many colors. I'm not working with any colors here. Here we go. That's a good example. Okay, so I have that, and then I'm just going to pop this in here. And then what I would normally do, I'd go to liquify, and then just really mess with it. This is me giving away my secrets. So this is how I get that neon effect. Oh, wow, this is so cool. And then I go off into my own world. Success! Yeah, this is how I do that. Okay, cool. Figured it out. Let me just, is this it? Is this it? Because I don't really do much in Photoshop. I just kind of use the basics. Oh, if Affinity doesn't have this, I'm really going to have to replace this with a bit of skill. So I like to do these in filter, render, lens flare. I love doing that at the end of every artwork. Just look at it. It's just a bit wow. It's just a bit, it's wowy. Oh, there's a question for the internet. Yes, you can. Lens flare live filter. That's a tongue twister. Open the filters panel, adjust the lens flare. Layer, new live filter layer. Oh, I did that. I didn't show you. I used my new skill of making really nice fur on this guy. Because I've got a couple animal photos that I don't like to use because the fur is just tricky. So especially my Trump blanket artwork. All right. Oh, okay. We're in layer, live filter layer, layer. I think chat's making shit up. If I can add multiple of these. Point. That's what I like about it. The amount of brightness and saturation mixed together, vibrance. I like it, but it's a learning curve, just like everything else. Oopsies. Yeah, so I'm finding it actually changes the entire layer instead of just adding little spots. Okay,
So if I grab this layer, yeah, see how it kind of changes the background a bit? Like, you know, like I got a full new program and it's really exciting. So I'm not really complaining. I just got to learn how to adapt with it. Success! Here's something. Okay, here I make the floor wheelie. And I like to steer clear from this. I would normally go with the liquify tool, but I'm just very curious. Let's figure it out. By the way, this group, the way you group things is just so much easier in Affinity. Like you just click the group button instead of having to drag it there. Okay, we're just a bit distracted now. This is a fight scene in Lord of the Rings, and there just happens to be like some sort of face going on there. You guys see the face? Back to work. Now that we've learnt about the new live filter layer, we're going to distort, ripple, perhaps. Whoa. 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 That's a bit much for me. I'm going to use this one day. That's fantastic. That's so insane. I could make this as a window or something. Okay. Yes, we've got the ripple. Success! What's displace gonna do? Where are you displacing it to? Okay, that's a mystery. Oh, can you make fire here? I never really did it because the fire doesn't look that good in Photoshop, to be frank. So if you need to put some sort of black hole that you can see in your artworks, Affinity's got your back on that one. These are all so interesting. Okay, delete that. Let's try and make some fire. Lol. Okay. I was expecting maybe this is why the Photoshop fire looks so bad. New layer. This is where you're going to paint the fire effect. Get your brush tool. So you just need some skills, and in the future, maybe I will create a brush that looks like fire just to make my life a bit easier. Paint your foreground orange or yellow. I wasn't expecting this from chat. Okay, there is no fake. Let me show you the fire. It doesn't look good. I made it work here. I really did. I made it work. But okay, we're gonna go into Photoshop. I'm gonna show you how bad this fire looks. Okay, you grab your pen tool, and then you whip out some sort of line, and you go filter, render. I always accidentally click the wrong ones, and it just turns into a total mess. Oh shoot, no. Render, flame. Oh, it looks so bad. So you can get like your chunky furry kind of fire looking here. And you can get your sideways fires. You got your zigzag fires. Okay, here we go. It looks fine. I've just never thought it looked good. It looks fine now that I'm doing it right now. Like with mine here, I really spent a lot of effort dodging the color here. I have done actual burning and dodging in photography, like it was pretty cool. But yeah, I did do a lot of dodging, a bit of burning there. So yeah, you need to work on it a bit. So I'm not going to miss that feature. And if that's the only thing I'm missing here, like, is that the last time I'm going to close Photoshop? And
like I've already started editing this video, and when I look back at it in like hindsight, like when I started this, I was kind of like, I was just really annoyed that Adobe keeps taking all my money. And it's like, I also didn't like that I have to pay them to make my art. Art should be free to create. Well, you know, like with the exceptions of like, you've got to buy brushes and stuff, but it's not like I'm renting a brush. And that's what all these videos online, they're like, we don't want to rent this. We want to buy it. We want to own the software. And when Adobe, because you just see they plummeted in June, everyone's really angry. And I'm kind of like, damn, like, I wish I knew 2 months ago. I feel like I'm 2 months late to this. But Affinity simultaneously, they played their cards right. They were like 50% off. And I don't mind paying Affinity full price. Like their full price is half price of 1 year from Adobe. And I have absolutely no money right now. But when I do have money, I'll accumulate it within the next 6 months of my trial. Turns out it was 6 months once you download all three. I'm absolutely 100% happy to give them 100% of the price that they're asking for. Like I don't need the sale. I'm really happy with the products. I'm excited to leave Adobe. I've got 2 more programs that I just need to learn a little bit more, and then I'm out. No. It's not half, because I was already getting like the 50 or 70% off. Like 580 is, I'm pretty sure it's 70% off. It might just be 50% off. It's a huge discount. So it's like, Affinity, you can take all my money, but leave me enough to buy some lentils.